Fox 7 Austin Casey Bowen in studio with tonight's Crime Watch. Casey.
Yeah, Pedro Espinoza was already linked to the murder of Vanessa Cervantes de la Torre that took place earlier in February at Canyon Trail Apartments. But APD announced earlier today that a second arrest warrant has been issued for a murder that took place in August of 2019. Armed and dangerous, Pedro Espinoza is wanted for 2 murders.
We're wanting to track him down. It's because he's clearly demonstrating a wanton disregard for the sanctity of human life. And there is concern that he's been brazen in the past and at a moment's notice could certainly potentially cause another homicide.
He's now linked to the murder in the parking lot of the La Preferida bar, as well as the murder of Vanessa Cervantes de la Torre.
As far as Mr. Espinoza is concerned, this is the second murder warrant that's been issued for him in the last 6 months.
In a press conference Thursday afternoon, detectives with the APD homicide unit talked about the link between the 2 cases.
Through the course of conducting the subsequent homicide taking place on Grand Canyon, we had a witness that did come forward and provide information that the assailant, Pedro Fuentes Espinoza, was also the shooter in the case that occurred at the Mi Preferida bar. Witnesses,
backed up by surveillance video, talked about a white Escalade truck during the first shooting.
The truck bed model had pulled up and attempted to block them in. The driver of the white Cadillac Escalade lowered the passenger window and fired multiple rounds.
The second shooting, Espinoza was in a black Escalade truck. In an attempt to hide from authorities during the investigation of Cervantes' murder, detectives found the truck had been painted from white to black.
That vehicle was white in color as of July 5th of 2019 when it was purchased by Mr. Espinoza, and it has since been painted black.
Detectives assured that because of the vehicle's registration and witnesses, Espinoza is responsible for the 2 murders.
Espinoza on more than one occasion had bragged about committing the homicide at the Mi Preferida bar.
Police know that there are others involved and witnesses that can help with this case.
And we're asking them that they would come forward as the other witnesses had and provide us that information so we can help solidify these investigations.
And detectives said they are also working with officials in Mexico because they believe that Espinoza may be connected to another murder there. He was deported to Mexico in 2018, but had returned and was working here in Austin until the murder in February, adding that with his connection to Mexico, that they're not ruling out that he has fled from the area.